would want to heap any discredit upon the university. As to whether or not we've asked for any protection by the law enforcing authorities, we have not as such. I think that the city police there and such others as are deemed necessary by our Justice Department or the state police authorities would be certainly capable of handling the situation. I would just like to think that the people at the university and around the university are sufficiently fair-minded to want to see any Georgia citizen get the best education possible at the facilities which are provided by the state.
To the Court of Appeals in Atlanta. Thank you, sir.
Where are you headed now?
Get some
Hey,
shots.
the mic, please. Thanks, Miss Warren.
Get this, I gotta get a shot here.
Come back and see us. Did they finally have express? Sorry, you couldn't stay long. Have a nice trip there. No, I'm going to see you on here. From the field. They're going to run on that field.
Is it on? Yeah. What is your name?
Roz Butler.
Roz, how do you feel about the stay ruling?
Well, I think that it should be done one way or the other pretty quick because since this is a short quarter, I think that it'd be more beneficial to the university at this time to go on and let them in since this is a short quarter.
In other words, you're willing to go ahead and continue your education, but if they have to be...
Yes, I'm for leaving the schools open.
Thank you.
Anybody you got?
Running?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Edward Stone.
Ed, how do you feel about letting the Negroes attend school here?
Well, I think it's sort of a tradition of the South to let them come in at this time right now. I know we all feel and know that integration is here to stay, and I'm quite sure that it is coming to the university, not only to the university, to the entire South.
Are you willing to stay here and accept it?
Well, no, I don't think, not I myself.
You'll drop out of school?
Well, not this quarter if it comes, because, I mean, we're already registered.
But you think you'll eventually change schools if they're admitted?
Yes, I do.
Do your parents send you, or?
Yes, I work my own self and work my way through.
And you're willing to give up your education here and go somewhere else if it has to be that way?
Well, yes, I think so. I'll go to another school.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Rolling.
How do you feel about letting Charlayne, Hunter, and Hamilton Holmes attend classes here?
Well, I believe it's the future of the University of Georgia is at stake. I feel that we ought to have integration if it comes to that, where we have to let them in, because we've got to have our education. I want my education, and I feel that we ought to just token integrate.
Mm-hmm. You think it'll stop at token integration?
I hope so.
Do you send yourself to school, or your parents support your education?
Well, I'm trying to send myself, but I can't. My parents will.
And you're not willing to give that up if they do admit the Negro student?
Well, if it's on a mass scale, I'm willing to give it up. But just token integration, it won't affect too many people.
Well, we've had a stay by the judge to postpone this. Do you think that'll do any good?
I hope so. Our lawyers are trying real hard and trying to get everything they can, but I'm afraid it's inevitable, and they will come in sooner or later, so I just hope it just be token integration.
All right. What is your name?
Chris House.
Chris, do you send yourself to school, or do your parents send you to Georgia?
Both.
And are you in favor of allowing the Negroes to attend school here?
Well, I'm not in favor of it, but it looks like that's what we're going to have to do.
And you're going to accept it and continue your school here?
I think that's the only feasible thing to do, that violence or anything like that won't solve a thing.
Do you live in a dormitory?
Yes, sir.
Have you talked this over with all of your friends? How do they feel?
Well, we get a diversity of opinion on the subject, but I think a majority of them want to keep the school open.
Mm-hmm. Things were amazingly quiet here, considering the fact that this was the first time any Negroes have come here to the campus to go to school. What do you hold that responsible to?
Well, I think there are a lot of level-headed students on the campuses, but yet there are people who express their opinion, and I respect anybody expressing their opinion like that.
Thank you. No. Have you been... Stop. You've been jeered at. Have you actually been intimidated?
No, not really. I haven't had the time to pay too much attention to it.